Hey Aries, I posted a little video on my Instagram profile about why I'm recording your readings right now at this particular time, being Libra full moon and spring equinox and the beginning of Aries season, which is the astrological new year. So check that out. I want to just use this time to get into your reading. Your cards are mad interesting. So I hadn't even been shuffling very long. They all just fell out and I was going to put them back. So I was like, oh, I hadn't even asked a question and as soon as I went to touch them, the message was like, no, those are their cards. So I was like, okay. Okay, and woo, are they beautiful. Also, I'm so glad I'm using this deck because the energy feels great. This is the Night Sun Tarot. So the first card out of the deck for you is the Ace of Discs here, the Ace of Pentacles. Dope card. I mean, what more could you ask for around your birthday season? This is a new you know when you say things by rote, it's like I want to say this is a new beginning. This is what I would always say for this card, and it's that, but it's more than that. This is a opening of new energy. Particularly, this is a new foundation for you to build in. This is like a clearing away of the past. It feels, I mean, you do represent spring energy. It feels like when the flowers are just beginning to bloom, or like when grass has like been burnt or withered away and you get those first green sprouts. Like everything feels new in this card. It is not a continuation of old energy here with the Ace of Pentacles, and Pentacles are about earthly form, about materialism, about what can be tangibly experienced in this world. So it's really giving you what you want, Aries, which is like invigoration. You want like new experiences. This can speak to your boredom and you being over the status quo of your life, and this is an indication that things are going to blossom and grow and change and bring some newness and vitality to you in ways that will trigger your impulses to get involved. So I'm really excited to see this card for you. You also have the World card here with the goddess in the middle, a beautiful depiction. With this card, I would normally talk about, because it's the last card in the... it isn't really, technically the Fool is, but okay, for what we normally say is that this is the last card in the Major Arcana. This isn't about an end or closing out. This is actually an emergence, I feel, for you. So this is you stepping into the world, which is literally what your sign represents as the first zodiac sign. You are the birthing into form. And this is you in this particular season really showing up, okay? This is you. It's feminine energy here, right? So it's not forceful, but it's a willingness to engage. It's a willingness to meet the world. And Pisces seasons can bring with it a lot of illusion and disillusionment and pain and connect us with our wounds, okay? And it's interesting as I say that because Chiron, which is about our core wound, has moved from Pisces into your sign, Aries season. And this affects me because I've got North Node in Aries. So Chiron is conjunct my North Node. So I'm going to be going through a very similar, seriously long focus on healing. That will be painful. Heads up, like I'm right there with you. I will help you with it as we go along. But yes, this is about you therefore emerging out of confusion and woundedness and haziness and all the sensitivity that you definitely can feel but don't want to intellectualize. You want to take action on that sensitivity. You want to move forward and find what's needed. It's like the energy is changing and opening up so that you can show up to the world with receptivity or magnetism, okay? So it's like you show up as you are because you're looking to engage things that match you. You're looking for what you want, and we know you're the hunters, right, of the zodiac. You are the ones that see something and you beeline straight to it. Like you're like, that's what I want, right? I'm there. Like that's your energy. So you have announced yourself is really what that's about. Now you have the Three of Cups here. These kind of Cupid-like baby angelic figures. Not my favorite card. However, the message for the Three of Cups, if you look at it, is actually about you being poured into. Normally I would talk about this as like sorority or fraternity or socializing and connecting and, you know, finding those like-minded moments to bond with others and finding kind of your community. Here it's like, as you show up, like I said, with receptivity and magnetism in your feminine energy, as you make yourself available to the world, you are poured into. It's like people are happy to have you around with this card, Aries. They're glad you're here. You're going to find that people are appreciating you more. This is going to happen especially because most of us have found the Pisces energy, particularly with Mercury gone retrograde there, and is currently retrograde and conjuncting Neptune, so like all of this wounded haziness and like feeling slow and lethargic and tired and sensitive. People are going to feel really grateful for this shift to your energy. And so it's an overall energy, as the sun moves, we'll all feel that shift. But people will appreciate it in you as a personality, as you express that as a personality. And that applies for you, those of you who are Aries rising or Aries moon, and Mars in Aries as well. Sorry, excuse me. It will apply to you too. So it's a time for you to be poured into, and it's a time for you to be loved up on, and it's a time for your ego to shine, and it's really, really good, right? This is dope. So the last part of your reading here is the Five of Wands. Now Pisces also got this card, but the message is different for you. What it is about you stepping up into being the warrior, It's funny because I'm already working on the next issue of my astrology magazine, Mango, which I have a physical copy of here, which you can find on my website, NicoleBlack.com/shop. And so the April issue is all about Aries season, and so I'm really thinking about your energy, and I'm thinking about what you represent, and I'm especially interested in the concept of violence as it pertains to Aries. And this is going to be really important because once you are filled up, right, with love and connection, what it's going to do is strengthen you to show up in the world like this, okay? And what you're taking your place as the archetype of the warrior. So there are going to be things that you will be fighting for. Like I said to Pisces, this is Saturn in Leo. So this card is about for you, how that energy is expressing is that you are going to be the protector of hearts. Actually, you are going to be the one who stands in front of the heart. You're going to be the wall that people need to protect them from what's on the other side. So you're going to protect the vulnerable and the wounded, and you're just going to show up very powerfully in the next few months as your season starts, and you're going to emerge as a fighter, but you're going to fight from your heart, which is very interesting because I normally would talk about this heart and this kind of Leo figure, this lion figure here as Leo. But for you, it's actually that a lot of your people will appreciate your warrior qualities and your fight, you know, your willingness to get dirty and to get physical. People are going to appreciate it because they're going to see the heart, the purity of heart with which it comes from, and they're going to see that it is in aid of protecting others' hearts. So it would be like coming to the defense of a child. Do you know what I mean? And we have so much publicly at the moment, so much conversation and reckoning around sexual abuse, and particularly the abuse of children. And so if you become physically aggressive and violent in the protection of a child, like, most people can rationalize that as like understandable. And so that's what's going to happen for you, like that. You're not going to have to suppress so much of your warrior energy because you're going to find the right causes to fight for, and people are going to appreciate you for that. So I'm going to wrap it up for you there, Aries. If you would like a personal reading with me, NicoleBlack.com/shop. And again, next month's issue is going to be, you can still buy this month's, but next month's issue will be all about Aries season, and I'll be focusing on like Aries energy. So make sure you're ready to buy Mango. Much love.